Welcome to You Never Know with Lois and Diane. I'm Lois Taylor.
And I'm Diane Austin. I am so excited about today again.
You're always excited.
I am, because you know how we love animals.
Yes, yes.
We love animals. And the little Sophie who's coming up, she's a cutie. Wait till you see her.
Oh.
She is so cute. I haven't seen you in forever.
I know, right? It's been, I don't even know.
I don't either. It's just there was a bit of a break there, and you've been busy, and I've been busy.
Yeah, we've been both, yes.
All the different fundraisers that you're involved in, and I help a little.
Yes, and you've been busy with the city working on the
new municipal
tax.
accommodation tax. There's just been a lot going on.
Yes.
But it's nice to just come here, sit with you, my friend, and meet new people and share it with everyone out there.
Yeah. We have some exciting guests. My veterinarian clinic, Debbie Boyd, is going to be here, Dr. Boyd, and she's going to talk about, just sort of like what safety issues and that kind of thing for summer with pets. And
that's a great idea.
Or whatever she wants to talk about is fine, but she's amazing. You'll love her.
And I wouldn't know exactly what to do in the summer, because don't keep them outside. Bring them in. Right now, my son's dog is staying with us, and he never wants to go outside.
Oh.
Like, they'd put him outside so he can do his business, and he's back at the door just wanting in. But he doesn't bark. He doesn't bark. So you just sort of feel that glare.
Yes, that's a blessing.
Yeah, it is a blessing. So we also have Second Chance, which is a really interesting story. They actually bring animals, doesn't matter what it is, if they're going to be, I hate to say the word destroyed, euthanized, they save them.
Aww.
And they take them in and take care of them. So we're going to hear a lot more about that. It's a not-for-profit organization. For someone to do that, the heart to do that, because it's to save them, but then I wouldn't want them to go anywhere.
I know,
they do have
I'd be
fosters.
a terrible foster. Yeah.
Yes, I would
be
too.
a foster fail.
Oh, I would too. It'd be like babies. I'd take on 20 babies.
Right.
And
I'm excited to talk to her then.
I am too.
That's neat.
Okay, so we'll be right back. I am really excited to introduce you to Angela Parker and Joanne McConnell, and they are from Second Chance.
And Sophie.
And little Sophie, the guest of honor. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Tell me about Second Chance. Tell us about Second Chance.
Yeah, so Second Chance is a dog rescue and a farm animal sanctuary. We've been operating for just about 3 years now, and it was my dream to be able to save animals like this, so it's super exciting to have it actually come true and get to help all these animals.
How many animals would you have at your farm right now?
So right now we've got 26 farm animals, and then we've got 5 dogs in foster homes right now, and we've got 19 more dogs coming in on Sunday to foster homes.
Wait a minute, 19 more on Sunday?
Yeah.
Wow.
Where are these dogs coming from?
So these ones are coming from Texas. So most of them are coming from high kill shelters. So they were on the euthanasia list. So if we didn't go and get them, they would be euthanized. They're happy, healthy, friendly dogs. It's just that their shelters are so overpopulated that they don't have anywhere to put them.
So how do you get them from Texas to here?
So our rescue partner there will transport them with us. So she brings them halfway, and we meet halfway and bring them up. And we also take dogs in from local shelters, from local owner surrenders. We've taken some from Quebec shelters as well. So kind of all over, wherever a dog needs us, we will go and try to help them.
So do you search for that, or do they just contact you and say?
I'm sure they find her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do. No, actually, your husband is away right now.
He is.
Collecting some.
He is, yes.
It's not the 19.
It is.
Is it?
Yes,
He's bringing all 19.
Yeah. Him and a volunteer from another rescue are going down to get them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I went on your website because when you told me you were bringing Sophie, I thought, okay, I want to see what Sophie is.
Yeah.
So I saw cows, goats,
Oh,
cats,
you're kidding.
chickens. Yeah, it's crazy. So when she says farm, she means it.
Yes.
Like, it's amazing. They all have names.
They do.
2 little piglets.
Yes.
Yes, they're going to be, are they miniature pigs or are they?
They're about probably 150 pounds now. So they're
So they're not little.
No.
No. And will they get bigger?
They're almost full grown.
Are they a specialty type of pig?
They're potbelly pigs.
They are.
Yeah, and we did have some hogs as well. So they're the big, like 600-pound meat pigs, but they were adopted to friends of ours.
Not Schneider's, was it?
No, no, never ever.
Maple Leaf.
Yeah, our friends had one, and she was lonely, so they wanted some friends for her.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's sweet.
Pigs are great too. They eat all sorts of scraps and anything.
Do they?
that
They
you-
do, eh?
They do, yeah. We get donations of fruits and veggies that people don't want anymore. And the animals love that.
Yeah.
So the reason Joanne McConnell is actually a dear, dear friend of mine, but the one of the reasons that I reached out to her is that she volunteered there, and she helped a lot on Second Chance and
Yeah.
positively loved
So
it.
you still help
I'm
there?
still volunteering. Yes, I started volunteering when I met Angela and Sunil at the Hot Yard Sale in Owen Sound in
Okay, yeah.
the summer of 22. And so I talked to Sunil, I guess, and said I was interested in volunteering, not really knowing what the job was. And then Monday, I think I talked to Angela, and I started later that week. And so I was a barn chore volunteer. So
So you fed them.
yes, was way out of my
Still.
field of expertise, that's for sure. And there was a lot to learn, but it was wonderful. So I just gave up the barn chores around Christmas time, just because I found it was it's kind of hard work.
Lifting bales of hay,
Yeah.
Good for
which
you.
is amazing. I love you to death, but I just sit and watch her do it because I remember I couldn't.
So
lift
do you
a
have
bale
a
of
new
hay.
job now there?
Yes, I'm on the fundraising committee. So now I help out with any fundraisers. I'll be helping with the dog intake tomorrow. I've loaded hay bales
Yes.
in the summer. We've had concerts. We had a bingo recently at the Rumpus Room. So that's what I do now instead
So
of
that's
the
something
barn
we should
chores.
talk
And I
about.
think the chocolate lovers, I think we're planning on doing something
Yes.
with you
Yeah.
and the Chihuahua Rescue. And
Yeah.
they don't know it yet, but
No.
we're going to be doing something because
Yeah.
it's constant. I bet you.
Yeah, the vet bills are a lot.
They would be.
and food
Yeah.
bills and
So, would you like to come see me? Come on, girlfriend. Oh, look at you. So she's up for adoption?
So Sophie was actually one of our foster dogs, and we fell in love. So we kept her. When she came in, she was pregnant, so she had 4 puppies,
You're a mama.
and they were all adopted. So that's one of the kind of perks to fostering is you get first dibs on your foster dog. So we have a lot of fosters who fall in love, and they do foster fail and keep them. So yeah, sometimes you just love them so much, and you can't imagine your life without them. So they just stay there.
Yeah. I think it's amazing. What
How
you're
many do
doing.
you have in your house?
So we have 3 right now, and then we've got some fosters coming this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how do you become a foster parent of a dog?
Yeah, so we are always looking for foster homes because we can only help as many dogs as we have foster homes for.
Right.
So we have an application on our website, so people can fill that out, and we will contact them. There's a little interview process that they go through to make sure that they're a good fit, just to kind of get more information on what people are looking for too. So we'll try to match a dog with them and their lifestyle, and then all of the supplies, so the food, crate, bed, basically everything that you would need for the dog we supply. So there's no cost associated with fostering at all. We cover the costs of all the vetting as well. So you just have to provide the love and the snuggles. We also would assign our fosters a foster coordinator. So any training support or anything like that, you'd have somebody with you to help you out. So yeah, you just get to snuggle them and love them and help get them ready for adoption. And
Are you looking for volunteers as well?
I was just going to ask that.
so we're also looking for barn volunteers. So similar to what Joanne did with barn chores. So feeding the animals, filling water buckets, cleaning common areas, grooming the animals, and then volunteers to help out with events as well and fundraising. Yeah.
That's something you could do.
Being a barn volunteer, the one great thing about it was after you did your chores, then you had time to actually
Cuddle.
all the animals and talk to them, and that is the part that I miss the most, because it's really special.
So you walk in that door and they're all so happy to see you.
Yeah.
That's one thing about, any pet or any animal, they're your true constant. They're going to love you no matter what.
Yeah.
Right? So that's
Yeah.
amazing. But you, one of the stories that I touches my heart is we had gone away for a weekend and there was a stray dog. And it was just all over the place. And Joanne, being who she is, she fed this dog. She brought it. It was cold, and she brought it in. And I went with her to ask the owners of where we were staying. She asked if she knew who he belonged to, and they didn't know. Joanne took him home.
Aww.
That was the most amazing dog. That touched my heart. We had stopped for breakfast, and she wouldn't get out of the car. No, I'm just going to stay with him. She named him after the lake where we went.
Aww.
And it was a beautiful dog. But that's the type of heart. You're so lucky to have volunteers like that.
We are.
Have the heart of gold.
Yes, we definitely could not run without our volunteers because we are not-for-profit. We're strictly volunteer-based, so we rely
And you
heavily on our
accept
volunteers.
donations?
We do, yes.
Online as well?
Yes, online we accept donations, and all of the money that we raise goes directly back to the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if someone wanted to adopt, are all the animals up for adoption on the website that they can look through?
They are, yes. So
Okay.
they're all posted on our website as well as our social media on Instagram and Facebook. And we are constantly getting new dogs and then new animals getting posted for adoption.
But the ducks and the piglets and the little tiny cow
Yeah.
and the goats, they're not up for adoption.
So most of the farm animals that we have will live out the rest of their lives at our sanctuary.
Okay.
We do occasionally have some that get put up for adoption. So we've had some goats get adopted and the pigs, but the majority of them will stay with us.
Is it because they're old that people are surrendering them?
The farm animals kind of come from all over. So we get a lot of them from farmers who have no use for the animal anymore, so that they can't reproduce, things like that. Yeah. So we have some sheep that have come in because they can no longer reproduce, so they would have been sent to slaughter. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, God.
That's so sad.
That is sad.
Yeah. We also will have tours of the barn occasionally, so people can come out and visit with the barn animals and spend some time with them. And that's really important to me to do because I like when people make connections with the barn animals. Yeah. So obviously as a farm animal sanctuary, we also promote plant-based diets, and that's how I became a vegetarian at 10, was I met a cow and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna eat you anymore. Yes. So we really like having people come out and get to interact with the animals and, realize that a cow or a pig isn't that different from a dog. And they have the same feelings and all of that.
Like your husband is a strong believer of that as well.
He is. That's actually how we were introduced, was because we were both vegetarian.
Yes.
And then we went vegan.
He's a sweetheart. He is.
Careful now.
What I like about what you've done, he didn't question you in any way. You just said, this is what I want to do.
Yes.
And they were on the same page, and it was love made in heaven.
Yes, he's been very supportive of this.
He has. Yeah, you're really lucky. And you've got the property to do it.
Yes.
As well.
Yes. Yeah, perfect spot for it.
It is hard work. I've never seen anybody work harder than Sunil and Angela.
Really?
I mean, they're really dedicated in their love for animals because it's hard work.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
And they have regular jobs too.
Yes, we both work full-time jobs as well.
Oh my gosh.
You do?
Yeah, we do. This is our
Well, I know
volunteer.
what he does.
Yes, yeah.
But no, I didn't know you worked full-time. So
I
volunteers are really tantamount on how you can keep it running.
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
They help us out a lot.
That's amazing.
So what if somebody wanted to donate? There's a link on the website as well.
Yes.
That they can just.
Yeah, we have a link for e-transfers or PayPal on our website.
And they can get a receipt.
So because we're not a registered charity, we're a not-for-profit, we can't give receipts.
Okay. No worries. I mean, most people don't care, but they ask anyways.
Yeah. And we'll always have lots of fundraising events going on. We've got one on June 21st at Heartwood. Rewired is playing.
They're good.
Yeah, so we've got that one coming
had
up.
them at Dr. Webster's fundraiser.
Yes.
Rewired
Yeah,
was
I've
there.
heard they're really good. So I'm excited to see them.
Yes.
Really good. So that's something that I would love to, as the Chocolate Lover Society, try and help with a fundraiser.
Yes.
Because it's important, and we all love animals.
Yeah, we
really
appreciate
do.
that.
And it's Sophie
Yeah.
I'd like to take home.
Right?
Yes.
Well, it's
Sophie's
been a
pretty sweet.
pleasure meeting all you girls.
It was great speaking with you guys.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you for
have
having
Dr.
us.
Not Dr. Webster, Dr. Boyd coming.
So who's a veterinarian.
That you've had the pleasure of
I
working
have.
with.
She treated one of our own dogs, and she was wonderful. Yeah, we really liked her.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll be right back with Dr. Boyd.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Ani, I'm Carolyn King, and I'm a member of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation and the creator of the Moccasin Identifier. Philip Cote, an artist in Toronto here, took and redrew real moccasins. We're starting over with the children. The idea is that they would research whose land their school is built on, near, or what treaty area they're in. And the educational kit that we have has all that information in there. And the children just, love it. My dream is that this province will be covered with moccasin identifiers within the next decade, and they will forever know whose land they're on. That's the goal. Educate and awareness with a nice, simple little program called the Moccasin Identifier.
Welcome back to You Never Know with Lois and Diane. So today I'm happy to have with us my dog's vet, Debbie Boyd. And actually there's a few there that I've gotten to know over the years because we've always had dogs, but...
She was mine as well, way back when I believe you were by the Coca-Cola plant.
Yes.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't... Yeah, they've just moved recently, I think, maybe in
Yes.
the last 2 years, Graber's Animal Hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. I've been there a few times with my kids being their moral support for one reason or another. But it is a beautiful spot
Yeah.
where you are now.
We're very happy with
Yeah.
it.
Yes, so we wanted to have you on today to talk about pet safety and summertime, what the risks are and what's going on with like ticks and fleas. So can you help us out with that?
Absolutely, absolutely. So yes, this is the time of year we're talking about ticks. In fact, we've probably been talking about ticks even earlier than right now. It used to be that we would start talking about ticks in April, May, but now we're talking about ticks all year round. We are definitely having this warming weather, and if the weather is above 0 degrees Celsius and there's no snow on the ground, you can have ticks. And they're definitely worse in the spring and the fall. Ticks have cycles where they are actively feeding and looking for a host to eat. And then they do through the summer period, usually about July and August, when we're most worried about fleas, July, August, September-ish. Then they're busy having babies and they're not too active at that point. But then come September, October, November, they're active again and they've laid all their eggs. And so, yeah, they're a year-round pest now.
So the treatment that I give my dog should be done year-round then, not just in the summer.
Yes, I mean, certainly if you should have enough in your supply to use it year-round. If we get a particularly cold month and temperatures aren't going above 0 and we've got a foot or two of snow on the ground, you probably don't have to worry about it. But it's these days that we have the warmer temperatures in the middle of January and there's no snow on the ground or very little. They just reactivate and come up through the grass.
So they don't die.
No, they sleep.
They're just always there.
Yeah, they go dormant.
Wow.
They actually have a 2 or 3 year cycle where they go their eggs, and then one year they go into their larval stage, and another year into their nymph stage, and then another year into their adult stage. So
okay.
Yeah, they have quite a long life.
Okay. One of the questions I have too is is there a certain diet that the animals or dogs or cats or whoever should be on to help not attract ticks? Or
no, I don't think so. I think basically prevention is getting down to actually pharmaceutical products and vigilance, because if you are a low risk, you may not want to put your pet on a pharmaceutical. There are oral tablets that you can give either once a month or every 3 months. There are topical products that you can use as well. But some people, I just walk around the block and the risk of a tick isn't that high. But you still want to be vigilant. You want to be able to, when you come home from a walk, if you've been into any sort of tall grass at all where there might have been wildlife, then you want to check the legs, check the neck and the face and around the heads, and really look for them. If you get them off within 24, 48 hours, they will not spread the disease. So
what about those collars that they wear, the sprays?
There's some of those collars will have some limited effect. They have some, depending upon the brand.
Okay. We were talking about medication, and I was saying to you earlier that I just didn't think that animals could get the same type of disease that we get. And one of the topics we mentioned was diabetes. And you said when I had mine, I had to do needles, and but now you said it's a whole different type of treatment.
There's certainly still needles to be given if you wish to do it that way. But if for some reason you or your pet is adverse to needles, now there are oral medications that you can give. And and they're starting to be much more friendly to households who are uncomfortable with needles.
And this can get quite costly, right? Like these treatments. So what do you think of pet insurance? Would that be something that you would recommend?
I absolutely would recommend it. I know when I certainly started practicing about 30 plus years ago, I used to talk about, you just put some money aside and you'll be able to do things. Not unlike the cost of living, the cost of our food and groceries, veterinary practice or veterinary medicine has gone up exorbitantly since COVID. Same reasons that everything else is going up. People don't realize that, people realize how difficult it is to get a doctor and how we have these recruitments for family doctors. Veterinary medicine is a private industry, and we have just the same problems with recruitments, especially because of a rural area where emergency medicine, if there's an expectation of being able to do emergency medicine, whereas in larger rural center or urban centers, they have emergency hospitals. So the small practitioner doesn't have to offer emergency service.
Right.
But talking about your hospital now, you can do minor things that you could never do before, right?
Yes.
We used to send them down the line.
Yes, there's a lot of things that our practice in particular, we have a lot of services that are not available elsewhere. We do have a full rehabilitation center. So with underwater treadmill, laser therapy, we do regenerative medicine, stem cell therapy, platelet-rich plasma therapy. So we have a lot of stuff that's very innovative and cutting edge, things that we can do. We have full surgery, full dental surgery. There's a lot that we can do here, as well as the full medical hospital with all of the equipment to do blood work, analysis, urinalysis, everything like that.
One other thing she does, which I don't know if the rest of the vets do, but you're open to holistic medicine as well. And when my dog Johnny had terrible skin issues, he was put on these herbs that I'm like, I wanted to get on them because he had so much energy and he felt great. And
yes, exactly. We do acupuncture and Chinese herbal medicine as well. Chiropractic, another one of our colleagues.
How do you do that on an animal? You're sticking little pins into them. They don't.
Yeah, they're fine. They don't
butt.
Fine.
Are.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's amazing what you do.
Yeah. So it's a full service hospital.
Nice.
And then we go back to the insurance. The cost of medicine is there. I mean, you can't operate a full service hospital. You can't offer emergency hours like we do and be able to also offer it at the lowest price possible.
Right.
You can have service, you can have volume, and we have the service.
One thing I do want to mention that I was so pleased, I think it was last fall, they had talked about shutting in the area, all the 24-hour service.
Yes, I heard a lot of people.
And it was very upsetting, but your hospital, I don't know how you did it, but you've managed to stay open for emergency.
With limited. So It is a challenge for us because it does affect our ability to bring new veterinarians into our clinic and bring technicians because of the expectation to do emergency calls where they don't have to do it at the other hospitals. We've extended so our limited hours are till 9 o'clock weeknights. And on weekends, we're open from 8 till 2 for emergency hours and on holidays. So we figured doing that, we did some calculations that we were covering about 75% of our emergencies. There are still times,
That's good.
after 9 o'clock or after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you might still have to be referred to another clinic.
Yeah.
But we do have the telehealth now too, as well.
Do you?
Yeah, so you can call in, and if it's not a true emergency and it can wait till the next day, you can speak with a veterinarian. And
That's
get some assistance.
amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's good to know because it's out there.
Yeah.
What happens if my dog gets hit by a car?
Yeah.
You know, what do? We let it die because you can't see them till the next day. Well, now you've heard it here that you have it.
For our clients, we can't possibly offer it
I see.
across the board because
Okay.
it would be overwhelming for us.
So I'll have to get a pet spider.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just so happy to hear that.
Oh,
But,
yes.
But you've been a vet for a long time. What made you get into the field?
Oh, traditionally, I loved animals. I mean, it's a cliche, but it's true. And I still love animals and I still love my work.
I can tell you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't, I've been in it. I graduated in 87, opened the clinic in graduated in 86, opened the clinic in 87. So we've been, I don't know how many years that is now, 35
And
plus
you
years.
started it, the partner was Dr. Gomez.
Actually, I opened it on my own.
Did you?
Right out of vet school. And
Are you from here then, Dr. Bob?
no, I fell in love with a gentleman who's from here.
I see, okay. Okay.
That happens too.
Yeah, yeah.
And there was no other clinic had an opening for me, and so we decided just to build my own. So
Yeah.
that's how we got into it. Yeah.
And you mentioned you're still taking on clients.
Yes, we're taking on
Perfect.
new clients. Yeah, for sure. And we have extended our office hours too into the evenings.
Nice.
So starting in June, we'll have 2 nights a week that we'll be open till.
So is there an emergency number of your clients or a website where
Yeah.
we can go on just to see?
Yeah, if you go to our website, there's a link there to our emergency number. If you're a client of ours, we have handouts that we give people so they have a little first aid kit on the back of it so they know what to put together a first aid kit, because sometimes they are called, my dog just ate a box of chocolates. Maybe you don't need to be seen. Maybe we can just talk to you over the phone on how to administer something that's from your first aid kit.
And another thing I love too about this clinic is if during the night your dog has had a bad night, you can call in the morning and they've set aside certain amount of appointments that they will be able to see you that day, which is just
smart move.
really, really, because there's always somebody, right?
There was always somebody, yes.
So I want to thank you so much. We're definitely going to have you back.
Okay.
Yes, we'll have you back in
There's
the
so
fall.
many more
Okay,
things
sounds
we could
good.
talk about. And so thank you so much.
You're very, very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And thank you everyone for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
For 25 years, you've been helping to make our roads safer by doing the right thing. You've been the designated driver, you've stayed over, called home, you've called a cab or a friend, and planned ahead. Let's keep doing the right thing. Support sober driving by getting yourself and your friends home safely.
Do the right thing.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.